So hello friends, this is day 6 of reviewing 100 Indian novels, and today I have picked up a very different theme, okay, very different style of writing that I have not addressed yet, okay. So rest of the recommendations that I was doing in the other parts, in the 1, 2 and 3 and 4 were mostly on the themes of loss, love, um, this identity somewhat, and women empowerment was also there. There were lots of things, okay, but I have not done any video on romance. So uh, so I'm feeling sorry for my romance lover audience. So romance theme is also brought up now today. So today my recommendation is Durjoy Dutta's book, which is heavy on romance, and it is the book titled "If It's Not Love, If It's Not Forever, It Is Not Love." Okay, so this is Durjoy Dutta's book, and it has varied reviews on the Goodreads and various platforms. I chose this because I never read Durjoy Datta book. So this time somewhere I have to start. That's why I chose this book. Somewhere I have to start at least. Okay. So I read this book. I got a PDF of this book, and I read it. I didn't buy a hard copy. I'm happy for that. Now there is very layers of this mm, analysis, okay, because writing perspective, I can say it has a different stand alone, because seeing it as a writer, obviously I find it different, okay, difficult to grasp, because the writing and the editing that is there, okay, I think it is not up to the par with other books that I have read. Not because it is the romance and I don't read romance much. It is also because much of the sentences and their structure were not very good. It was kind of feeling like try hard to be like cool, but ending up not, okay. So somewhere I felt this was a problem with Durja Datta's writing. The scenes were portrayed, and I don't know, I picked up a wrong book. Maybe Durja Datta's. I should have tried something else. But since I have read it and it is an Indian book, I needed to put it in the review of this book. Uh, my books are not, the books I am putting it here are not basically recommendations. It is the review of 100 Indian novels that I'm going to read. Obviously, the year is going to end, so I will hope I could speed up little bit. So let's see how much I can do in this year. So Duja Datta's book is heavy on romance. Lots of romance is there. The plot is very interesting. Okay, obviously credit on that, because he has picked up a very serious and very touching topic, because it revolves around a blast, okay, a terrorist blast happened in Delhi, okay. So this is a very obviously sensitive issue, and he picked it up, okay, and later put in a lot of romance in that. uh, how can you do that? Because he writes like there was a diary there, and later on, in all throughout this chapter, he Dev and his girlfriend Avantika figures tries to figure out who is this guy in the diary, RD, okay. And throughout this story, obviously this is the whole entire thing, okay. There are sections where the diary is read out. Obviously this entire diary is read out to us. The things are very written in a very different way, okay. Because I feel like it's my personal opinion that if I see someone writing a journal, his writing style will obviously be not uh, same as the narrative of the protagonist, okay. The way Deb is telling the story, the same tone, the same language, how can it be with at par with the guy RD who is writing the journal? Obviously it has to be something different. I felt it was exactly the same. The thing, the way it was written, the tone of that whole writing of journal was equal, exactly the same as how Dave was telling. How it was exactly like Dave is speaking in that Okay, but otherwise it was portrait, like it was not like they was dictating the diary. It was absolutely quoted from the diary, like you are reading out exactly what artist is saying to is writing in that this journal. Okay, so this is I believe this could have been done much in a much better way. Okay, there was this lacking. Otherwise, the plot, obviously, the whole idea is full of thrill. Okay, I got really excited reading the initial portion where the whole motivation was provided, and there is a significant portion like three and fourth chapters. I find it little bit of a sluggish way of starting, because first four chapters. I don't find any motivation to keep on going. Okay, because the whole thing is about Delhi blast and what Deb thinks about that blast, and then he finds the diary in the fifth chapter somewhere, and then he starts his whole journey. The whole book starts from there, and the three chapters, Deb is actually trying to cope up with what he has gone through. He is overcoming the sorrow, the shock. Okay, he's going over that, and it could have been placed in a more natural way, but it is like a lot of dumbed in, overt expressive things. It's like whole thing dumbed in the first four chapters, like whole expression like I am feeling very bad. Okay, the whole thing is dumped like a big shit in the first four chapters. I find it very sluggish way of starting the novel, because it just disrupts the pace. Overall, I find not so good. Okay, I find it not so good. um, let's try some other book. Okay, so this was the fifth review of the fifth book in my series. Hope you like the video, and thanks for watching.